Unbelievable. How do you feel, though, about getting older?
I think it sucks.
Women get older and men get
older,
dignified, or character.
What about all the wisdom?
Could accept getting older, but I don't plan to disintegrate.
Pop music is ultimately founded upon escapism. It allows you to fall through the looking glass, offering an entrance to an alternate world, a sonic sanctuary that whisks listeners out of their trauma, their routines, and ultimately their everyday life. It's a genre that eventually bites back. Pop is all about the fantasy of perfection, the fairy tale of accessing the unattainable, reaching somewhere over the rainbow, somewhere only youth exists. Pop is fantasy. Pop is youth. As a result, the mere idea of simply celebrating older artists feels like an unwelcome disease to the foundational dogma of youth that rules the promotion of pop. There's always been a ticking time bomb placed around the necks of pop stars, and this imminent destruction had little to do with the quality of music and more to do with the passage of time. Pop is prejudice. Pop is ageist. For this reason, many pop stars were often forced to lie about their age, as a matter of survival. Geri Halliwell claimed to be 21 when she debuted with the Spice Girls when she was actually 25. Nicole Scherzinger claimed to be 28 when she was 30. And Anastasia pretended to be in her early 30s before admitting she was actually 40. If we look at how little representation women over 40 have in the charts, lying about your age seems like the clever thing to do. Now, one woman who has routinely defied the ageist limits of the genre is the goddess of pop, Cher. Joan Rivers' manager once said, "You can't get hit by lightning unless you stand out in the rain," and Cher has been standing out in the rain since 1963. Not only navigating the tumultuous waters of the industry with tenacity, but also tackling ageism head-on, embracing her evolving image with honesty, humour and self-awareness, endearing her to multiple generations. But how did she do it? Well, one major answer is versatility.
But I have been down and out so many times that you cannot believe it. Dropped by my record companies and couldn't get a job.
Cher has been in continuous metamorphoses, subverting the pervasive ageism of the entertainment world for her entire career. Her move from folk pop debut to TV queen to Oscar-winning actress and then dance pop diva epitomizes the fluidity necessary for survival in the unforgiving sphere of celebrity life. Cher showcased a talent for reinvention. When her initial musical success declined, she transitioned into television, capitalizing on her charismatic persona in the Sonny and Cher comedy hour. This move showcased her versatility and skill, captivating audiences beyond the recording studio. When her television career hit a dead end, Cher transitioned into Las Vegas, a venue that allowed her to maintain a close connection with fans while demonstrating her theatrical prowess. Then when her Vegas career dried up, she began acting.
And at that time, I went to Las Vegas, which they called the Elephant's Graveyard. And I had a huge show, and they just said, "Oh God, she's so over." But I never gave up my dream.
This ability to pivot was key to her longevity. But in the 80s, as her music career faced stagnation and she entered the realm of cinema, her age of 40 became a stigma. George Miller, the director of The Witches of Eastwick, did not want Cher included, believing she was too old. Miller's comments about Cher's age were not just personal, but symptomatic of a larger cultural problem, confining women within narrow aesthetic limits. And it's interesting that the male lead Jack Nicholson received no ageist comments from the director. Yet Cher's response to Miller was a masterclass in assertive defiance. And I quote, "Okay, look, motherfucker. You didn't find me under a rock. I was nominated for an Academy Award for Silkwood and got the Cannes Film Festival Award for Best Actress for Mask, so goodbye." Her subsequent performance in the film and later Moonstruck were not just performances but acts of cultural reclamation, culminating in her Oscar victory for the latter. Cher's success in film, a medium traditionally resistant to female aging, was a radical act of self-assertion and a battle cry for women over 40. This resilience in the face of blatant ageism exemplified her indomitable spirit and refusal to be pigeonholed or limited. And if that wasn't enough, then came one of the greatest comeback songs of all time. Cher's Believe embraced the dance music scene with a track that not only topped the charts worldwide, but also introduced the now iconic use of autotune into mainstream music. Believe was not just a commercial triumph, it was a cultural milestone that underscored Cher's relevance as an innovative spirit. But her success against ageism didn't put an end to the prejudice. Cher was the oldest woman ever to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 at age 52 with Believe in 1998. That's over a quarter of a century ago, and since then, only 2 women older than 52 have hit #1 in the US, Mariah Carey and Brenda Lee, with 2 well-established, decades-old Christmas songs that they recorded in their youth. So although technically they were above 50 when they achieved the chart topper, the songs originated when they were under 25. In the UK, Kate Bush at 63 was the oldest woman to top the charts when Running Up That Hill had a resurgence thanks to Stranger Things. However, again, this song was an established top 3 hit in 1985 when Kate Bush was in her late 20s. A woman over 50 hitting big with a new original song that was not recorded in her youth honestly rarely stands a chance. It's also important to note that Cher's self-depreciating humour and candidness about her plastic surgery and overall honesty about aging has led her to being well regarded by the public.
Maybe because I was really flamboyant, because I didn't hide anything, because when I got my nose and my teeth done, I said it, because it didn't occur to me that that would be anything that anybody would even care about. If I want to put my on my back, it's nobody's business but my own.
Her self-aware camp persona has played a crucial role in her defiance of ageism. She has consistently portrayed herself with a blend of humour and extravaganza, never shying away from parodying her image or embracing the over-the-top aesthetic that became her trademark. This approach has allowed her to maintain a playful relationship with her audience, emphasising that age does not equate to irrelevance or a loss of personal vibrancy. In essence, Cher's career is a masterclass in adaptability and resilience. Her ability to continuously reinvent herself decade after decade, coupled with her authenticity and sense of humour, has not only sustained her career, but has also positioned her as a trailblazer in combating ageism. But ageism continues to cast a long shadow over the landscape of pop music, perpetuating harmful stereotypes and stifling the creative expression of artists who dare to get older. So my recommendation is, think of your favourite singer of your adolescence and research what newer music they put out. And you may be surprised of how pop acts continue to contribute great songs, in spite of receiving little exposure. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.